Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Good morning and welcome back to Ho. Welcome back to Herb Oracle, week 17 of 2020. I have it written down on my notepad. That's how I keep track. We got a new herb of the week. And it's a great herb. We got some butts on the table, literally. We're talking about parsley. Our herb of the week is parsley. I'm so excited to have such a normal herb of the week, right? like everyone literally has access to parsley because you can easily buy it at the grocery store. It's just there for you, or you can grow it in your herb garden. I was just at the greenhouse yesterday and I saw the parsley, but I didn't buy any because it wasn't like that great, and I wanted to get flowers and but now I'm like, you dummy, you should have bought some parsley. But anyways, next time I'm at the store, I will get some parsley, either flat leaf or curly, and we're gonna have a good time today, I think. I don't know. Okay, so let me tell you about these cards. I have 3 oracle cards, and then I got out my nerdy folder and then added a nerdy parsley card to the mix too. So we got 4 cards here with pictures of parsley. At first glance with those seed heads, that almost looks like dill, but it's parsley, and you're gonna love these cards. Like, they're hilarious. Like, I wasn't joking. I have butts on the table right now because our first card is the Lovers from the Herbal Tarot. Now, and you're seeing 2 lovers hold hand pointing to the sun, to the sky, and then their 2 little naked butts are right there. One of my favorite cards because they're adorable. I love them. So listen to the themes of these cards and tell me if this is not perfect for this podcast. The first card is the Lovers. The second card is from the Witch's Kitchen, and it is Death. And then our third card is a Magical Herb Oracle, and it is Attraction. So you heard that right, folks. The herb of the week is parsley, and our oracle cards are the Lovers, Death, and Attraction. So when I got these ready this morning at like 3:34 a.m. because I could not sleep, I was like, well, I'll get the cards ready. I was laughing because I'm like, yep, first we'll do the Lovers and then we'll do the Death. Why do we die? Because of our attraction. So happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're feeling better and better and better and better and better and better all the time. I hope you're, like me, utilizing your affirmations, because even though sometimes you forget or they seem silly, it really does help. It really does work in your favor. So I did my morning affirmations with the 42 Ideals from Matt. I like them, you guys. I did that. I mentioned those last week. I even read them off for you last week, and they're posted online on the Herb Oracle Facebook page. Just look for the picture of the Egyptian goddess with a wingspan. So today we're going to talk about the Lovers. We're going to talk about parsley. We're going to talk about attraction. And the parsley message from the Witch's Kitchen is death. So that card has these couple huge bunches of curly leaf parsley, and some flat leaf parsley. It almost looks like some red parsley over off here on the corner. I don't know about that. Is there something that looks like that, or did they just throw that in for tincture? Or did they dye it? There's some tincture of parsley. It almost looks reddish. I never made a parsley tincture. And you know what? It would not surprise me if it did get red. Like, you know, like St. John's wort flowers, you put those yellow flowers in vodka, the vodka turns red. So I wonder if we're onto something. We'll see. They have oil of parsley, air freshener parsley, all these bottles, kitchen witch parsley. And of course there's the little salamander and frog and mortar and pestle and black cat, and there's a rat on the shelf. And I was just at my neighbor's house holding a little tree rat, a little red squirrel that they had saved, and now it's big enough to climb on you and eat nuts, and it is so cute. So I pet it, and it climbed up my arm, and it tickled me so much. Now our third card will be Attraction, and that has like a magnet horseshoe looking thing, a magnet horseshoe, like literally magnetizing, and that has flat leaf parsley on it and the seed heads. So yeah, a lot of flat leaf parsley in all of this, but they're both good. They're both good. I love our nerdy card because it shows the parsley root and the seed heads. Should we start with the nerdy card? You want to get a little nerdy with me on this Monday morning? Let's see. Parsley, Petroselenium sativum. It's a perennial or biennial herb, white to greenish yellow flowers, June to August, cosmopolitan in cultivation. One of the most widely cultivated herbs, parsley has many uses in cooking and as medicine for numerous internal and external ailments. So yeah, you see it in the restaurants as a decorative plate garnish, and a lot of times it's just disposed of uneaten. But really, you should be eating that parsley. The Greeks used parsley for many medicinal purposes. The Romans introduced it across Europe and England. Parsley juice, or a tea made from the seeds and leaves, is used to treat asthma, coughs, and jaundice, and to inspire menstruation. The juice is also used to treat eyelid inflammations. Now, it does say caution. Do not use parsley if kidney inflammation exists. So that's from the Herbs and Medicinal Plants Knowledge Cards from the Academy of Natural Sciences in Philadelphia, PA. So I love these little cards. I have them in my nerdy folder. Parsley's got some notes in there, so that'll be interesting to look at this week. Hang out with Parsley, then do a nerdy podcast at Herbal Marie. I really didn't do like anything more than was required of me for the Passion Flower nerdy podcast. I mean, it was complete and I gave everything I got, but it was a small one. And I had a tad of that, let's get it done so we can move on to a new week feeling for me. But that's okay, because sometimes that's just all you can do. It's like, you know what? Can we just start with a new week? Can we just start fresh? Okay, so let me tell you real quick what we're going to do this week, like we always do. Tomorrow we'll do some tarot. Wednesday, we're going to manifest more good stuff. And guess what we're going to manifest more this week? The lovers are saying, well, what we were first. We're going to manifest more friendship. So that's what we'll do Wednesday. Thursday, hang out with the trees. And then, Friday, maybe we'll do more. People seem to like the pick-a-piles. I love them. I love doing that. That is a fun, impromptu, test out your oracle skills exercise for me. So that's pretty fun. All right, so that's our week. That's what we do here at Ho. That's what we're all about at Herb Oracle. Thanks for joining me. Let's make some tea and learn all about parsley. All right, so the lovers. Now, if you listen in over at Herbal Marie and you're following the Herbal Tarot journey over there, we've done this card before. We dove in it. I already giggled and made a lot of butt jokes. I mean, I was very cheeky. I've already thoroughly enjoyed this card over there, but now I'm just going to enjoy it again. And also enjoy the fact that, it's like last week was definitely my rough week, like I don't know if I was ovulating or what, but I was just like, oh, where is my lover, And so it's just funny to see the lovers here. It's even funnier that we're going to talk about death right after the lovers. But yeah, we got a big attraction vibe with Parsley. We really, really do. So I'm going to put the nerdy card up here in my little card holder that I got from mysoulflower.com. It's made out of white birch, and it holds a single card so perfectly. So I'm going to put the nerdy card there so that I don't forget by the end of this podcast and read it again to you. I didn't get that much sleep last night because that Archangel Gabriel podcast got so much good energy flowing in me last night. And yeah, I was just like up all night. So, not complaining. And I was even telling my son, who was also up very, very late, that you know what, like, we're like, oh, we should be in bed right now. But you know what? That's only the clock on the wall telling us that. If we got rid of all the clocks and we didn't know what, quote, time it was, we wouldn't be, feeling that guilt and shame for pulling an all-nighter just because we're having fun. Apparently that was my problem last night. I was just too happy to sleep. It happens. Too happy to sleep. Okay, so you may have already heard all this over at Herbal Marie, but we will read it again as my dog's quiet on the set. The Lovers. So this card is ruled by Gemini and is an expression of the female yin and the male yang elements within each of us. So yeah, the female in this card is pointing to the divine inspiration represented by the rays of light. She's pointing up at the sky. There's these beautiful golden sunbeams coming down. And there's also a blue river in this card as well. And it's an extension of the garment from the High Priestess. So after we went through our tarot journey, we had the High Priestess. Now her blue garment and her with the watery stream, it like finds its way into every card almost. And that's what's so interesting about tarot. It really is a story. It really is a journey. And it really is all tied in together. Like I am loving learning it over there. So if you haven't joined me yet over there, what you waiting for? Let's see what else it says. Okay. So that High Priestess, it expresses inner knowingness. So the male is the action, fiery, expressive, and reasoning part of the self. And he looks toward his female half to see how the parts of life make up the whole. And she is his inner guide and the uniting intelligence. Together, these two parts, plus the divine inspiration, create beauty, love, and unity in our lives. So it's kind of interesting. I was just on Facebook for like a split second, like 38 minutes. And somebody posted something about like Lemuria times and how like we were humans, or us, our previous incarnations, we were androgynous. And so we had these elements all within us and we really felt like whole beings. So I maybe should go back and reread that since this week I'm trying to feel whole and complete with my masculine and feminine energies, with or without a partner. So anyways, Gemini, which rules the Lovers, the Lovers card is ruled by Gemini. Gemini is known as the sign of discrimination, communication, ideas, learning, and adaptability. So, for true communication to be manifested, and this is really what the Lovers is all about, we must be willing to be the receptive listener, receiver, or the yin side, and then become the outward creative expression of our ideas, or the yang side. The Lovers card asks us to be in rapport with the different parts of the self, while seeing how each factor interacts. So we are to learn how to be in harmony with apparent polarities. Through loving allowance for others and ourselves, we can see and create beauty in our lives. So yes, that's what this card is all about, you know, getting that balance and harmony and discrimination. And discrimination is like used in a positive light. I know, like, it's really, that word has gotten like a negative vibe to it, but like really it's like asking us to see the polarities and have loving allowance for ourselves and others anyways, so we can create beauty in our lives. So parsley in the herbal tarot is the herb of discrimination. And let's see what we can learn from it here, because the affirmation is so beautiful. I feel love and unity within. I feel love and unity within. And that really is what we're all striving for. I believe so. Just that feeling of love, that feeling of unity within. And we need to feel that by ourselves before we feel it with another. That's right. That's why before we get the Lover's card in the Herbal Tarot journey, we have to go through the High Priest and the Emperor and the Empress and the High Priestess and the Magician and the Fool. Like, we've already been journeying and learning the laws of manifestation and becoming so solid in who we are, feeling that love and unity within. And then I guess that's the magic ticket, as I just looked up and saw 717 on the 17th week of Ho here at 11:44. Oh my gosh, all the numbers. Yeah, we have to feel it within, and then that's the magic ticket. And then, like, apparently it just happens so beautifully with another person. So many times our fears cause us to stay closed to the healing of the male or female within us and manifest outside ourselves in the form of difficult relationships. So let that sink in for a minute, because if Parsley is saying, if we are creating and manifesting difficult relationships, it's because we're imbalanced inside. We're not healing either the masculine energies or the feminine energies within us. So, and then of course that projects into fears, and then we just get these fuckeries of relationships, and we can call on Parsley to help us dissolve those solidified feelings and to allow them to flow out of us. So we can call on this energetic plant ally right now. Call on Parsley to help dissolve these really hardened feelings, these feelings of fear and dysfunction and imbalance, and let them flow out of us so that we can get this space within us for the reconciliation of the yin and yang energies. When the Divine Mother and Father are healed within, then we can truly feel our internal unity. So yeah, just like when you grow parsley, it really loves, kind of dry, even rocky soil. And that's where it naturally wants to grow, in rocky soils. And its big roots break up hard rocks. And that's actually what it does in your body too. It can help break up and dissolve urinary stones in the bladder and kidneys. And then energetically, it can break up those big old emotional rocks inside of you. Fear. And yeah, just whatever's causing your dysfunction. What is your dysfunction? Oh my gosh, that's such a big question. What is my dysfunction when it comes? Let's just keep on going. I don't want to talk about that yet. It is extremely high in natural vitamin A, making it excellent for the liver and eyes. So parsley has a big natural dose of vitamin A. Good for the eyes, excellent for the liver. And you can make a tea of parsley to eliminate gas and bloating from the intestines. The seeds and the root of parsley and its near relative celery are considered aphrodisiac. My nose just totally snarled. That's so funny. And are a good treatment for impotence in men. So fellas, if you need a lift, think about juicing some celery juice and parsley. You could do either or, and making some tea maybe with I would just straight up juice it. But this says the seeds and the root. Okay, so the seeds and the root of parsley are considered aphrodisiac. Gotcha. And a good treatment for impotence in men. All right, so you can call on parsley now. You can think about parsley. You can look at the pictures of parsley that I will post on Herb Oracle on Instagram. You could carry a little bit in your pouch just to remind you of the unity of the yin and yang inside you, just as a little reminder. Maybe just to remind you to loosen up the rigid feelings associated with either gender. So if you're a man hater or a woman resenter, maybe parsley can help you loosen up those rigid feelings. The herbal essence will help open the heart so that one can go beyond antagonistic dualities. Yeah, it's a really great herb, parsley. Freshens your breath, does all this amazing stuff. Dissolving kidney stones, so drink it as a tea for that. Eating a piece of parsley at the end of a meal will aid digestion and counteract gas. So you're actually supposed to eat your garnishes at restaurants. I hope they wash them. That's like at the end of the meal, like when you're done drinking your water, just dunk your parsley in your water and give it a swish. But yeah, we should be eating it. Its herbal allies are marshmallow root, asparagus root, and celery seeds. And the affirmation is, I feel love and unity within. I feel love and unity within. But yeah, there's just that big message to balance, what they call them, the antagonistic dualities. We want to break that up. We want to go beyond it. We want to heal any type of resentment or rigidity or prejudice that we have against any type of gender or just the energies, right? The masculine energies, the feminine energies, the divine mother, the divine father. When we heal them within us, then we can truly feel our internal unity. So really, we don't need a lover to complete this, and that's why it continues to fail. Whistling. That's why it continues to fail. Relationships continue to fail because you don't actually do your healing work. You're looking to fill that void with another person, and it's like, if you would do your healing work first, I think that next relationship would be less likely to fail, and you'd be less likely to fall into your antagonistic dualities that you keep playing out. Ooh, something to think about. All right, so I wanted to jot down making my affirmation list as we go along here. Now, the key words for the Lover's card, real quick. It is magnetism and attraction. So our herb of the week, parsley, definitely has an attraction vibe to it. That's why we've got that big old horseshoe magnet in our last card that we'll talk about. Attraction. It's all about relationships, healing the male and female within. This card can also be about blind lust, inability to see the other side of an issue, feeling guilty about a relationship, cooperation, need to allow love and beauty into your life, developing communication and discrimination faculties. So that is what that card is about too. Yeah, I feel love and unity within. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it, or do you resonate more with our second card, death? You guys, it will forever make me giggle into eternity to know that first we talked about the Lovers card, and then directly after, death. It just feels right. It just feels right for me this week. Wow. And I really have been doing so much work on old junk the past 4 days. Oh, just really being honest, how like I was manifesting all this really sad energy. Like, I'm still so disappointed. My last lover did not work out because, yeah, it just saddens me. It saddens me that I couldn't get him to do what I wanted him to do. My ego's like pissed, right? But yeah, it's like, what did I want him to do? I wanted him to quit being an alcoholic. Is that asking too much? Apparently. So yeah, I'm just, and of course I'm sad that I was even attracted to that, but that's what happens, like, when you can see people's like divine essence or potential. I mean, that's what happens to some of us. We see that potential, but we cannot force anyone to do anything, even though I still do believe in miracles, and I'm like, hey, it would be awesome. But I had to really come to terms this week that, honey, he does not want to change for you. He does not want you. He didn't drink one less beer these past 3 months in your honor. Like, you're not going to be the motivating factor. He might never get a motivating factor to quit his alcohol dependency, and it's just been like it's a heartbreaker for me. It really is, because I could just like see us fitting together so well and enjoying each other. And then, it's like, I mean, I still could have access to this person if I wanted to, but then I keep thinking of that meme that was on Facebook that said, don't go back to toxic people just because you're lonely. You don't drink poison just because you're thirsty. So I have to keep reminding myself that my thirstiness is not going to kill me, okay? To just kind of hang in there and kind of figure out, what type of imbalance within me attracted such a thing. I mean, it's still bugging me a little bit. It really is. So anyways, but that's that. And I feel like the remedy would just be like more distraction. So every once in a while, I'm going to listen to that song by Lizzo called Boys. If you have not listened to this song yet and you're trying to manifest more men in your life, I highly recommend the song Boys by Lizzo. So yeah, maybe just what could remedy my sadness is just like a couple handfuls of attractive distractions. So anyways, but that's not the card we're going to talk about. First, we're going to talk about death. Then we're going to talk about attraction, not distraction, attraction. So let me give you a little witch's kitchen spell here from Parsley about death. From tombs to plates, I will adorn with a deathly message to forewarn. 'Tis the end when I appear, but mortality is not to fear. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. So let's see what Parsley has to say. That seems a little grim. Haha, death jokes. But let's see what Parsley's guidance is from the witch's kitchen. The change you've been resisting won't go away. The end is nigh, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. Wear me as a garland around your neck when feasting to ward off intoxication. But if you find you are in need of parsley, it could indicate terminal illness, and you may well lose your appetite. Instead of fearing me when I garnish your plate, you are reminded of your own precious mortality as I protect your food from contamination. Take a leaf out of my book and remain grounded. For if I am uprooted, I bring bad luck to your household. What? All right, keep going. Hold a sprig for effortless communion with those who have passed over, but never mention the names of the living when you hold me in your hands. This is such a different vibe than the Lover's card. A death to the old welcomes in magical opportunities as you finally let go. My presence is an auspicious omen at this time. All right, so these witches can be a little dark every once in a while. But I do love, personally, the fact that it's saying, hey, the change you've been resisting won't go away. The end is nigh. The end is here, honey. The end of this cycle is here. The end of this relationship is here. And there's nothing you can do to prevent it. And it's like, that's what I keep telling myself. Like, this really is over. Even though, like, we keep on, in contact, quote, friends. I just don't know if I can be friends with old lovers for, like, it's just so sad. I want to be his friend, but I also am angry. I'm angry with him and sad. And so I just am like praying, like, can I please get that final nail in the coffin for him? Like, could one of us like move on so like it could be over and done with in my head? Ugh. But it is done. It is over. This is just my reaction, and I could just choose a different reaction, So this is what I'm learning this week. All of my emotions, those are just my reactions, and I could choose a different reaction. So, Parsley, help me, bring death to the old and let it go, so I can welcome in magical opportunities. Dang. So there is a recipe, a shake. It says shake for clearing the body of toxins, water retention, and bloating. Take 2 cups of spring or filtered water, pour it into a blender. Add 2 cups of chopped fresh parsley to the blender, along with 2 cups of freshly cooked nettle leaves and 2 cups of cooked dandelion leaves. So you got a bunch of fresh parsley, and then you got 2 cups of fresh parsley and like 4 cups of cooked greens. Now you add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 clove of garlic, and some sprigs of fresh mint. Add some cumin and blend on high. Keep in the fridge until ready to drink. Dang, that was not the shake I was thinking. I was like hoping it was a milkshake. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. But not until I'm ready. All right, so parsley revealed. In ancient Greek mythology, parsley grew from the blood of Archimedes when he was devoured by snakes. Oh my God, this is my worst friggin' nightmare. It represents death and means forerunner of death. Okay, so I have to maybe look into who it's Arch, Archemorus, Archimedes. Dang. British folklore considers it bad luck to transplant this herb. Never give away parsley, as it is deemed to bring bad luck. Okay, so witches and Brits think that if you dig up the root, it's going to bring you bad luck, even though the herbal tarot was talking about the root being an aphrodisiac. So if you dig up that root, you better eat it and feel frisky. Don't give it away. You better just eat it, okay? Be careful. So anyways, that is from the Witch's Kitchen. I don't know how I'm going to get an affirmation out of this this stuff. Maybe something about, I definitely feel like death has to signal the ending of the old and bring in the new. So what is it that we need to let go of with Parsley, and what do we want to bring in? Interesting. From tombs to plates I will adorn, with a deathly message to forewarn. 'Tis the end when I appear, but mortality is not to fear. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there, it is done. All right, so this is Parsley. Are you surprised a little bit? I am a little bit. I love it though. I love it how, we can look at herbs and see it from many different angles and just take a little different take on it, and how one oracle card can be the Lovers and the other one can be Death, and somehow we can interconnect them. We can. So far on our affirmations, I've got I feel love, because I feel like that's so important for us this week. I feel love. I create unity within by healing the divine mother and father. You'll just have to remember what the hell that was about. Getting those masculine and feminine energies healed and in balance. I welcome the ending of the old energies and let them go. So I welcome the ending. Okay, that is going to be how we are going to bypass and sidestep and jump over and avoid the fear trap. We're not going to fret and freak out with the ending of the old energies. We're going to welcome. I welcome the ending of the old energies and let them go. Then we have I manifest magical opportunities and create beauty through loving allowance for others and myself. And so we'll probably be able to squeeze one more affirmation in for our beautiful herb of the week, Parsley. I love it. And it just worked out so perfect that we're going to manifest more friendship, this week too. I'm excited for that on Wednesday because we do want to manifest magical opportunities with people, friends, and lovers and loving friends, and just everybody. All of our interactions should be beautiful. I mean, everyone is just a reflection of the one. So they're like you, man. They're another aspect of you. So you should just straight up love everybody. Okay, so now we have number 4, Parsley, attraction. So we can attract all kinds of stuff. So I'll just read you the oracle meaning of this card by Magical Herb Oracle by Sherilyn Darcy. She says, someone or something is going to hold your attention and tempt you. It is also likely you will find yourself the focus of someone else's attention. There are other opportunities coming along soon, so don't be dissuaded by any setbacks as a bigger picture is about to emerge. Something may end, but it will make way for a needed change and better times ahead. Better luck and happiness is around, and there are indications of a sort of rebirth that is greatly empowered, hardier, and more successful than before. Romance is also suggested. So that kind of pulls in both of the cards, don't it? It's you got to sometimes let go of the old to give a space for the new to manifest. So using myself as an example, if I keep on holding on to this past experience, right, holding this person active in my vibration, even though he's only in my vibration, he is not in my life, he has not been in my life since the end of February. So it's like March, April, May. Okay, like almost 3 solid months now. But yet, energetically, I keep feeding it. Maybe it's time to know that, like, I need to, the death card is going, the death parsley is like, pull out my roots and throw them at him. Like, let's finish him, and finish this off so that something better can come along. Maybe something more balanced, more healthy, more mutual, more in alignment with who I am and who I want to be. Gosh, I think it was an Archangel Michael video or book that I'm listening to on YouTube, maybe. And it was saying, like, you know, everyone's like always wanting that, or maybe it was a Tina Lee Spalding book. It was saying, I think so, because it was saying that, like, we've been indoctrinated to think there's a perfect partner for us, when really we are our own perfect partner. Like, you have to just really, like, have this incredible relationship with yourself, and then maybe something complementary will come along, but really, like, there is no one super duper special. And that's a hard indoctrination to let go of, because yeah, we have been programmed from the get-go for love and completion with another and soulmate. And even in the spiritual community, they do it by promoting twin flames and stuff like that. And like, sometimes it is the healthiest thing you can do for yourself is maybe step away from that and be like, well, that may or may not be true, but I have to find this balance within myself now. I have to heal these energies within. I have to dispel and break up this dysfunction and fear and all this stuff that holds me back from attracting good things in my life. So yeah, it's like, even though we've got the lovers with their cute little tushies out, it's like sometimes it just needs to be your tushy, okay? And you do your inner work first and foremost. Like, yeah, romance is also suggested, I'm sure, but unless you do that inner rebirth, which will require that inner death, you're just going to keep on repeating and cycling and re-manifesting the same lessons and experience again and again and again. So I feel like Parsley's kind of saying, like, you know what, this is a great week, because I'm here, for you to really think about what it is you want to be attracting. Ooh. Think of yourself like that horseshoe magnet, always pulling opportunities to you, always pulling friends and lovers and experiences and moments. What would you like to pull into you? So the magical correspondences with this Parsley card, Parsley can be used protection of food. So that was even mentioned in the death card, like, I'm on your plate to protect you. Parsley can be used for purification, protection, ending bad luck, divination, and love. The deities are Aphrodite, Venus, Persephone, and Zeus, Hermes, and Coventina. The planet is Mercury, which says communication to me. So I feel like sometimes the death of lovers is the lack of communication. What else? Signs are Virgo and Gemini, and the elements are air and earth. So let's just recap here a little bit botanical about our herb of the week, parsley. It's a bright green, soft-leaved herb that hails from the Mediterranean. Parsley is a biennial flowering plant in temperate climates and an annual in tropical and subtropical areas. So when growing in its usual manner as a biennial, in its first year, the plant will send down a taproot to sustain the plant over winter. The following year, the plant will send up a flowering stem that blossoms with tiny yellow-green flowers. So it really is such a cool plant. I love parsley. Now I totally wish I would have bought a parsley plant or just get some at the store. Just drink it. Oh my gosh. Now there is a parsley attraction spell. So, because I know everyone's like, yeah, but I still want two butts. Everyone's like, all right, I'll do my inner work, but I still want my lover's butt. You guys, you have to see this picture. It's so cute. I know. I want it too. I do. But I also want to be in the right state of mind, in the right energetic place, the right point of attraction. I just really don't want any more bullshit. And I certainly don't want any more addiction issues. I just cannot. Like, I send love and blessings to all, and I wish for the best for you, and I if I can help you, I want to. But in my personal love life, I feel like my only remedy when it comes to my love life, if you've been following the last 200 plus episodes, I feel like the only remedy for me to focus on is to keep vibing as high as I can. Keep clearing, keep healing. Yeah, just keep vibing high and just trust and hope that the universe will only send me beautiful matches to my point of attraction. And yeah, it does sort of freak me out sometimes when I realize how bad my point of attraction is, and I'm like, well, duh, no wonder you keep on attracting losers. Beautiful losers, beautiful. But nonetheless, I think we really do need to check ourselves and use our frequency, use our magnetism in our favor. So we're going to end our hangout today with our Herb of the Week parsley with the parsley attraction spell. So it was believed that sprinkling food with herbs, and in particular parsley, would protect the food from both physical and energetic contamination. This is where the practice of garnishing comes from. Sacred to the goddess Persephone, parsley was used in funeral rites by the ancient Greeks. So this spell will increase your powers of attraction for any purpose, be it love, good fortune, happiness, or skills, or D, all of the above. So what you want to do is gather together one red candle, some tokens to symbolize your desire, a beautiful plate, and a bunch of fresh parsley. So you light the red candle and arrange your tokens that symbolize your desire upon the beautiful plate and you say out loud, I empower with light, red from the flame, the energy needed to bring forth what I claim. Decorate your arrangement with the parsley and say, bring to me now the things I desire. Then you bury the parsley under a large, healthy tree. So I love the words. Words are spells, whether you bury a piece of parsley under a tree or not. I empower with light, red from the flame, the energy needed to bring forth what I claim. Bring to me now the things I desire. And so what is it that you desire? That is definitely, I think, the work that we need to be doing with parsley this week. Thinking about, what do we need to break up? What do we need to release? What do we need to let go of? What do we need to maybe be protected from? And what do we want to attract unto ourselves? What do we want to bring? And how do we want to bring it? So we're going to bring it with our intention and our energy and our magnetism. But yeah, first we do need to clear the space, make the space, and that is death, baby. That is releasing of the old and letting it go. So on that note, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and much love to you and our beautiful herb of the week, parsley. Affirmation Minute is brought to you by our delightful herb of the week, Parsley, and I dedicate them lovingly all to you. I feel love. I create unity within by healing the Divine Mother and Father. I welcome the ending of the old energies and let them go. I manifest magical opportunities and create beauty through loving allowance for others and myself. I empower with light, the energy needed to bring forth what I claim. I feel love. I create unity within by healing the Divine Mother and Father. I welcome the ending of the old energies and let them go. I manifest magical opportunities and create beauty through loving allowance for others and myself. I empower with light, the energy needed to bring forth what I claim. And so it is.